guys, it's me, Talia Arisa Gibson. You can call me Tag for short, and welcome to my channel.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Today I have a challenge. Yes, guys, a challenge. This is the My Sweet Thigh challenge by The Thinker and Debo Vibes. Yes, the twins have put out a challenge, and so you know we all have to join in on this one. Now, here are the rules. All right, guys, so I have my two thighs. You don't have to have two. You can have one. You can have three, however many you want, but you have to have a chicken thigh. And so I have the sweet sauce. So my sauce is gonna be sweet and spicy, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I love this barbecue sauce, the sweet and spicy. And just in case I want to switch it up, I also have the honey and some hot sauce. He's got to do the honey and the hot sauce, but that's my sweet. So then I just had some mac and cheese, but that's not needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my Sweet Baby Ray's. So it has to either be drizzled, you can cook it in it, you can saute it in it, bake it in it, however you want, but it has to be on there. So you can see here. All right, so I'm going to say a prayer. We can get started. Dear God, thank you for this food that I'm about to eat. Thank you for this day. I ask you to be with my viewers, keep them happy, healthy, and safe. In your name I pray, amen. Amen. So I'm going to get started here. Then there's a biscuit back here, but I'm going to put that off to the side. And if you couldn't tell, this is from Popeyes. Whoa. Woo. So guys, you're supposed to tell a club story. So, trying to think which one I want to tell. So, I think I'll tell one from college. So, if you watch my introduction video, that's the video that automatically plays on my channel, you would know where I went to college. And so I went to college at Texas Tech. Cheers. I went to college at Texas Tech University, which is in West Texas, in Lubbock, Texas. And there was going to be this party at a club, and one of the fraternities was throwing it. I can't remember which fraternity was throwing it. But it was a party that everybody was looking forward to. Everybody had got their outfits for. And we were pre-gaming at our apartment. So the one thing I really like about Texas Tech is it's a college town for sure. So when college is in session, it's actually a pretty fun school to go to because it's full-on college town. It really is. So me and my roommates, we lived in a college apartment. It was a whole apartment complex that was just for college students. You couldn't stay there if you weren't enrolled in college. And so we would have parties and stuff at my apartment. Somehow our apartment became a party place. And so we were there. It was us, a couple of girls, some of our guy friends, and we were pre-gaming. We were taking shots and getting ready to go. So this one guy, Tim, rest his soul, he actually passed away not long after I graduated college. But he didn't drink. So he agreed to be our designated driver. And so we got to the club. I'm not going to name the club because I'm just not going to name the club for a certain reason. But it was a club that you had to drive across this, almost not a bridge, but you kind of had to go down this hill almost, and it kind of takes you into what we would consider like more of the black neighborhood, like where it was a lot of the predominantly black churches and stores and stuff like that. Church, yeah, I said churches. But so really none of us really should have been going to that club, but some of the fraternities had kind of made some connects with the owners of the club that we went to, so they would have parties. And so a lot of college students would show up, but you also had the local people that would show up. So you had the mixture of people. But anyway, we're on our way. Tim is driving us. I think it's me and maybe 2 or 3 other girls in the car. And he was driving my car, I believe. But yeah, I think so. But the thing about it, there was this guy who was in a fraternity, and we had been good friends, but he had kind of started to have feelings for me, and we ended up having to cut being friends because he couldn't take the fact that I didn't want to be more. And I was kind of upset over that because we were really good friends, and it's like you just messed it up because you can't just be my friend anymore because you want more. But I just enjoyed hanging out with them as a friend. But there was this girl that was in the same program as me, because when I was at Tech, my major was actually in apparel and manufacturing, and there was a girl who was in the same program as me, but I think maybe a year or 2 behind me. But we never really talked. And she was friends with the guy that I was friends with. I don't know if she liked him. I kind of had a feeling that she liked him or whatever. But I guess whenever me and him kind of split as friends, he would confide in her. And so my name is Talia, and she would intentionally like say my name wrong, kind of talking about me to people, and then like intentionally like messing up my name, like playing around and kind of being rude, but not to my face. And so he had let it slip out. I think he did it on purpose, actually, because he was trying to make me mad, because he was kind of mad at me that I didn't want to be more. So he had told me that she was caught saying my name this crazy way. I forgot what she was saying, but she was doing it on purpose, kind of making fun. But mind you, she had never acted like there was a problem or anything to my face, and we never had any issue. I think it was just that she had some feelings for him, and when he was confiding in her about me, she found an opportunity to like make jokes or make fun of me or whatever it might be. Now, mind you, I'm typically like quiet, calm. I'm never really the loudest person in the room. That's just always been my personality. But one of the things that I cannot stand is for people to be to not be loyal, and for people to just be petty and mean for no reason. And when that happens, I'll speak up. Like, I'm not afraid to speak up. Like, if someone's being mean or petty and I see it and it's in my face, I'm going to say something. Like, if somebody's picking on somebody else, I'm going to say something and stick up for the other person. That's just how I am. And so he had told me this, and we had been drinking, mind you. So we get to the club, and I see her, and I'm like, what's my name? And you guys probably be like, really, you were doing that? I was like, what's my name? My name is Talia. That's my name. And she kind of just looked. She didn't say anything. She was just kind of like looking. And I'm like, yeah, my name is Talia. That's my name. And so I just kept saying, what's my name to her? Because I think she was, then she kind of had went over to him. And I think she was like, you told her, that kind of thing. Like, why did you tell her that? And then he starts getting mad at me because I brought it up. And I'm like, well, she's the one being petty. Like, she's the one saying this. Like, I'm right here now. So what's my name? Like, what is it that you were saying? So this is all happening in the club. But I think at some point we walk outside or something. But I remember that because I think people were shocked that I like actually said something to her. I just don't like when people do like funny stuff or talk behind your back, because mind you, she's seen me. We're in the same college program, so there's plenty of times where I would run into her when I was going to my class, and she'd say hi or just smile. Like, never any of that where I would think she's talking about me or making fun or any of that behind my back. So mind you, it was petty of him to even tell me that she was saying that stuff, because he was intentionally trying to make me mad. But I don't think he thought I would say anything to her. And so I was like, what's my name? I remember that. It's so funny. But now I have other stories too, but some of the cool stories when I was in Vegas, I think the club was Club Lavo. I think that's what it was. This was several years ago because I've been in Dallas over 6 years now. So this had to be like maybe 8, 9 years ago. It's been a while. But anyway, Brandy was going to be hosting, the singer Brandy was going to be hosting a New Year's Eve party at Club Lavo, I believe, which is on the Strip. She was going to be hosting, and there was a contest where you could register to see if you could win a VIP section where you could invite like 6 to 8 people or something like that. I think it was up to like 8 people or so. And you had a VIP section for the night, and they gave you like bottle service and all of that. And so I was like, oh, I love Brandy. Brandy's one of my favorite singers. So I put in the registration for it, and I was like, who knows, maybe I'll win, maybe I won't. So I didn't think anything of it. I just applied and then just went on about my life as normal. And for some reason, I was checking my junk mail, and I noticed I had gotten an email saying that I had won the VIP section. And I was like, oh my gosh, if I hadn't checked my junk mail and I just deleted it, I wouldn't have even saw it because it went to my junk mail. It didn't go to my regular email. So I was like, oh, I won. So I told some of my girlfriends, and we were all excited to go. And so I got to go, and we had a VIP section, bottle service, and then they had open bar as well until like 11. So we're going to the bar getting drinks, and we have bottles right here in front of us. And we were so busy and just having a good time. Somebody had walked by and grabbed one of our bottles and walked off. It was crazy. Like, so I don't know, it was that fast. Like, we were just dancing, having a good time, and we looked down and we're like, one of our bottles is gone. So somebody must have just swiped, like took a chance to just swipe the bottle, and they got away with a full bottle. But the club, they gave us another bottle back. But that was a lot of fun. We were dancing, having a good time. And then Brandy, at the time she was engaged, I forgot who the guy, he was like a manager or something too, I think. But she was engaged at the time. And she got on stage and performed. Now, it wasn't a deal that I could actually meet Brandy, but of course I found an opportunity to get up there, and I got to take a picture with her. And actually she took the selfie because I was shaking so much that I couldn't even find the camera, and she was like, I'll do it. And she got my phone and I took the selfie. If I can find the picture, I'll put it here. But that was really fun. And but yeah, it was crazy. I was like, who took that bottle? Someone just walked by and swiped it. We didn't even notice. Like, it was long gone. No telling who got it. But whoever got it, they were happy, because, you know, bottles in a club like that on New Year's Eve would have probably been a good $200, $300 a pop for that bottle. So they got it good. But yeah, so those are 2 club stories. There's more. I definitely enjoyed my 20s and like early 30s, because especially living in Vegas, we were always going to like events and this or that. There's so much to do. Like, just, you could see people like Nas perform like 4 or 5 songs in a club, because they come and they'll do appearances, and then they'll perform like 4 or 5 songs, and then they'll bounce, or they'll go to their VIP section or whatever it might be. So I mean, I got to see Nas, I got to see T-Pain, Too Short, gosh, several other people. I can't even think right now, but yeah. And there were some other fun stories too, but I think that's good for the stories. So lastly, club song. Now, I'm gonna say this, but don't get mad at me, don't cancel me, but I have to be honest. In college, my favorite club song was by R. Kelly. Don't hit me, don't throw stones. But I didn't know like this craziness at the time. So the song was, so he had this song called Ignition, but then he had a song called the remix to Ignition. And so it's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen, mama rolling that body, got every so don't hate me, but I'm just being honest, that was my favorite club song back then. And everybody used to love that song when it came on, but because it had the bounce, 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 bounce. I hate that he got involved with all that he got involved with, because the man is a great writer and he did put out some great music. I don't care what anybody says, he really did. Now, do I support him now? I know, because it's just, that's a whole different story. But I'm just being honest, that was like the jam. That was the song back then. I used to play that song all the time. Yeah. But this was a great challenge. Shout out to Debo Vibes and The Thinker for this challenge, because it makes you kind of go back and think about memories. Now, I am not a club goer. Like all those people, like we used to be outside in lines. We used to be waiting in the cold, like wearing the dresses and the heels. And I can't do that anymore. Like, just give me a lounge with some live music and I'm good. I'm good. I can't do it anymore. But I enjoyed it while it lasted. One of those things I think everybody should experience, going to the club and all of that. I just think, I don't know, I think it's a part of your youth and just having a good time. And it's fun. You know, I'm glad I enjoyed it while I was young. Because I'm about to get to the hill this year. And on my 40th birthday, yep. And so I definitely enjoyed being young. But this was a great challenge. Shout out to Debo Vibes and The Thinker. This is awesome. Be sure to check out their videos. I will leave them in the description box below. The Thinker, his videos, they will crack you up. You almost feel uncomfortable, but also enjoy watching his videos. It's the strangest thing, but it's very unique, like extremely unique. Like I feel like what he has going on is very unique. I haven't seen anything like it. There might be something like it, but I haven't seen anything like it. And so I think it's very original and unique. And Debo Vibes, of course, keeps the energy alive, keeps the 90s topics going, and he's been taking it from the ladies, getting on them and stuff, but it's all in love, all in fun. So yes, I will see you guys in Atlanta. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. There are a lot of people that I want to see, but I have to say, well, I'm not going to say because I don't want to name names and then leave anybody out. But there are a lot of people that I want to see, and I'm just excited. I think it's cool to comment back and forth through YouTube, but it's another thing to actually see people face to face. It just makes everybody more human. Like, you know that we're all human, but it's almost like, you know, the TV screen where you see people, but it's one thing to like actually see them in person. And I just have a feeling that everybody's gonna be just as they are and genuine. Like the people that I am really wanting to see, I really believe that they're genuine people, and that I'm gonna enjoy just being around them as much as I enjoy watching their videos. So I'm super excited. Yes. And Debo Vibes, yes, I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna give so many people a hug that I've been wanting to see. To answer your question, I answered it in the chat during y'all's live, but I don't think y'all saw it because y'all were too busy having y'all's man chat after you asked me that question. But yes, and if the Thinker is there, I'll give him a big hug too. But I didn't say embrace. Like, I didn't say I was going to be embracing people. I just said I'm going to give everybody a hug. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you'll know when I post. Until next time, bye. See you in Atlanta.
Like, comment, subscribe.